Welcome, everybody, to episode 72 of UnHacked. Guys, week after week, we show up. We're here to protect businesses from the game-ending cyber attacks that just seem to be everywhere these days and getting worse. We're going to run around the room and do some quick introductions. I've been going first long enough. I'm going to punt this over to Bryan first, Mario second. I'll go, and then we'll introduce today's guest. Take it away, guys.
All right. My name is Bryan Lachapelle with V4 Networks, based out of Niagara, Ontario, Canada, and we help business owners reduce the frustrations and headaches that come with dealing with technology.
All right. Mario?
Mario Zaki, CEO of Mastech IT, located in New Jersey, right outside of Manhattan. Been in business for 21 years now, specializing in helping small to medium-sized businesses stay safe from the Chinese hackers out there. And we specialize in keeping business owners keep the ability to sleep better at.
All right, you got the Chinese, Mario. As always, I've got the Russians. I am Justin Shelley, CEO of Phoenix IT Advisors, and I help companies use technology to build wealth, build their business, grow their top and bottom line, and then protect that from the Russian hackers. I team up with Mario for the Chinese. Bryan comes in for all the rest. But also, we're protecting people from government fines and penalties, class action lawsuits, because it's never enough. It's not like we got into business to just run a business. No, we're here now. We've got to do all this other BS. All right, we'll keep the PG rated today. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and introduce our guest. This is a very interesting and timely topic. I read an article. Actually, I lie. I just read the headline. And it said something about how cybersecurity awareness training doesn't work at all. In fact, I don't know if it said it was worse, but that's my memory. Again,
some of them say that.
I didn't read it. So yeah, maybe our guest today is gonna see. He can't even wait to get started. I haven't even told you his name yet. Craig Taylor's with us. Craig is the let's just get some of his background. 30 years of cybersecurity experience. That's impressive, Craig, especially since cybersecurity hasn't even been a problem that long. He has. I'm kidding.
The Morris worm would argue differently, and Code Red and Blaster, but we'll let that go.
Listen, we aren't about truth here. Just kidding. A little bit of professional training, which I'll be honest, we've talked a lot about how this industry is unregulated and you can call yourself a cybersecurity expert without any credentials whatsoever. But Craig comes today as a certified information system security professional, CISSP. This is a real deal certification. Craig, how long did it take you to get that?
The exam itself was like 4 hours of misery, but it took about 6 to 8 weeks of actual practice and studying, and we went through a coursework. But you can't even sit for it until you have 5 years of experience, and you have someone that nominates you who has already got it or in the industry. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. I think what's interesting about that is I've had it for almost a quarter of a century, since 2001, which is making me feel even older than my 30 years.
Again, I don't think cybersecurity was even a problem back then. So you've been certified in this world before it was even a real problem. Listen, I'm kidding, but I will tell you that my entrance into the world of cybersecurity, I got into this as a computer technician. That's what I was. That's what I loved. I got thrust into the world of cybersecurity by accident, and it definitely happened after 2001. So that's why I kind of joke about that. Okay, so you've got your certification. You've been doing this for 30 years. At some point, I believe about 10, 11 years ago, you decided to co-found a company called CyberHoot. Did I say that right?
CyberHoot. Yes.
And what's your 7-word pitch there? Elevator pitch minus.
Positive reinforcement to change behaviors in cyber literacy and awareness. That's what we do.
Okay, beautiful.
I didn't count. Was that 7?
I didn't count
Close. It might have been 8.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Listen, I read a book one time and it said your tagline needed to be 7 words or less. So that's why I say that. I don't even know what book it was. Actually, it was like guerrilla marketing, I believe. Anyways, on track here. You worked for or with organizations like JP Morgan Chase, Vistaprint. I mean, you've been around the block. You've talked to some, worked with some bigger companies. Were you an employee at that time for those companies? Were you a consultant?
I was a full-time employee at CSE, Vistaprint, and JP Morgan Chase. And the origin story that has two sides to that coin was I was fired at one of those in 2014. Turns out I was competing for the one job there was with a local handpicked CISO. I
Okay.
was hired by the corporation, and 18 months we were trying to help this organization within the bank, we'll say. And ultimately I lost and was terminated. So I said, what am I going to do with my life? This is an opportunity. Once I got over the real painfulness of being fired, I don't wish that on anybody, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me in my entire life, because I finally took the reins of what I was doing and said, I'm going to build something better than what's out there. And that was the origin of CyberHoot. The beginning was in tragedy, so to speak, but it was actually a blessing.
It usually is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It really can be.
I was fired from my last job in 1997.
Yeah.
And let's say similar, I had to go home to my wife, my brand new baby. My father was actually staying the night that night for some reason. I don't remember why. And let him know that, oh, hey, we just bought that car, not sure how we're going to make the payment. Yeah, it was rough. That was a bad time. But that was the beginning of my entrepreneurial experience. Well, that's a longer story, but anyway, so yeah, I can relate. Not a good day, not a good time. I believe you do more than just CyberHoot, right? Don't you also have a firm that does, and I'll say VC, but Chief Information Security Officer, right? You're kind of an outsourced or a fractional CISO.
Yeah, we do. I had this really just fortunate brainstorm idea about 7 or 8 years ago to found a peer group of virtual CISOs. And because CyberHoot was talking to so many MSPs and so many security professionals who could use our platform to train and govern and test and all the good things that you need to do a cybersecurity program, I was exposed to these people, and we were all lone wolves. We were all trying to do it by ourselves. And I'm like, oh my God, what if I could share what I know with those folks, and if they could share what they know with me? I said, let's start a group of 5 people. We started it. It's 25 people, meets once a month. Tomorrow, in fact, we're going to be going over another presentation I just delivered today on phishing in the age of AI. And AI is crossed out, and it now says in the age of agentic AI because of the Anthropic report from the 13th of November that everyone's got articles about.
Everybody's excited about that one.
I have a presentation about that we're going to review. It's a huge deal in the cybersecurity world, because AI was always like, do this one thing and make sure you don't F it up, right? And then do this next thing and don't F it up. But Anthropic had the hackers jailbroke it, and they said, do these 20 things in a row and check your answers against this special page of, what we're looking for. And they got it to do it. And so they attacked dozens of companies out there in the world. Anthropic got word of it. I think Anthropic got word of it from the companies being attacked, saying, what the F are you doing to me? Here's this amazing thing launching 28,000 attacks in an hour and getting into my network and sending phishing and all this good stuff. So it was really a watershed moment in the world of AI and agentic agents and attacks. Very interesting stuff.
It's interesting stuff. Got Robert Herjavec's attention.
Yeah,
did a little video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, it's
Mr.
crazy
Sharp.
times. I don't know how many times we've said this is the wild, wild west. And it just, in the world of technology, it's like every few weeks we reboot that and we've got a new version of the wild, wild west. And when we try to catch up, it's really a terrible way
There
to
is
live.
no catching up.
But
It's
here
a
we
cat
are.
and mouse game.
I know. It's terrible. But we love it.
They are taking over the world.
I know. Who's they? Anyways. So, Craig, real quick, another point that I wanted to make is that you work with MSPs, or you guide